the conversation was about the Rite of Passage. So Rite of Passage is a kettlebell workout that I reference a lot here. It's a set of ladders. You clean and jerk with the kettlebell. Clean and press with the kettlebell left for one. Clean and press kettlebell right for one. Do one pull-up. Then you go 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. And ultimately you go up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 5 rounds, which is 75 clean and press with your left hand, 75 clean and press with your right hand, and 75 pull-ups. And as I've mentioned many times, preparing for my own RKC, I did that with a 28K bell. And then 2 days a week, you finish it with swings, and 1 day a week, you finish with snatches. Somebody asked me, can you do it with the barbell? Well, if you know me, you know I'm not just going to just sit here and go, I wonder. So I did a short 3-day experiment for all of you, and I changed the numbers a little bit. I did an older exercise called the continuous clean and press. So sometimes on the site, I'll talk about, on the podcast, I'll say, okay, so do you mean, and I'll say, so there's clean and press, clean and press, clean and press. Used to be called the continuous clean and press. Or you clean and you go press, 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 press. And it's real hard sometimes to understand what someone's doing. So we're talking about the continuous clean and press here as part of the barbell Rite of Passage program. I've asked Ozzy to include a video of me doing it, but a couple of points before we move on to it. First, I'm just using the rack just to save some time. I take the weight off the rack, I step back, and I do some clean and presses. You can do them from the floor, you can do them from the hang. You could even probably do squat clean and press, squat clean and press. And that would be a huge and very exhausting little thing. The second thing you're going to notice is that when I do the clean and press, I usually take a couple of reps before I lock out my elbows. There's nothing wrong with my left elbow anymore, but back in 1974, I made a tackle in the Balboa football game, and we were basically playing on one step from asphalt. The ball carrier and I both hit the ground, and the end of my left elbow, 5 chunks of it came off. I didn't get it fixed for years, but what it did was it gave me a habit of not finishing my lockouts. Now, the reason I still don't lock out, first, I ingrained it with years and years of lifting, but I had a bodybuilding friend. He was a guy who I think might have even made Mr. San Francisco. And he watched me pressing one day and he said, you know, that's the way you maintain tension on your triceps or something like that. So, yeah, it's all about me maintaining tension on the tricep. One thing you will notice about lockouts, and I think it's true now, in an Olympic lifting meet, you have to snap into that lockout. But for a lot of people, you know, the lockout isn't always the most necessary part. I'm not defending my technique. I'm just saying it'll be pretty apparent I don't do it. So if you don't mind, let's watch that video on the continuous clean and press. Okay, so the question about continuous clean and press, one of the great exercises of history. Somebody asked about the RKC Rite of Passage program with kettlebells, and the question came up, can we do these with barbell? If you do, just make sure you do more of a muscle clean versus an Olympic clean, okay? I'm using a lightweight here, but I'll show you what the set looks like. And there you go. It's even that light set gets the heart rate going. You combine that with pull-ups and you have a pretty good workout. Okay, welcome back. So the idea on that would be to do with a barbell, clean and press, clean and press, clean and press. You could do it the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ladder style. With the barbell, as you can see I can do quite a few more reps. I wouldn't mind seeing you get more in that 8 to 10 range. And let me make sure you understand why. If I do the kettlebell, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Okay. Well, to get the same overall hit, you probably need to get in that 8 to 10 range. Mike Brown and I, for this little tiny short-term experiment, we did 4 to 5 rounds of it. And I got to tell you, you really do get that the cardiovascular system going. And the thing I like best, and maybe it's because I did a high hang muscle clean. There was very little leg involved. I did hinge, but then I just kind of muscle cleaned it. My shoulders felt, I could have been on the beach with Arnold in Pumping Iron 1974. So yeah, I really liked how my shoulders felt. So hats off to the continuous clean and press. Bill Hinburn in his newsletters mentioned it a few times in the last few weeks. You'll see it in the work of, in the Bosco books like Muscle Molding. And you'll also see it in the work of John Jesse. He used that as a warm-up all the time. So this is just a little, I just wanted to add to a conversation that we were having on a forum. And I just wanted to make sure there was clarity. And then the other thing I want you to think about it is, I'm just spitballing this. But if you did 5 sets of 8 in that clean and press exercise, I would suggest either going up every round or maybe going up for the first 3, back down a little bit lighter on round 4, and then finishing with the same weight you had on round 3. So, 45 pounds, 65 pounds, 85 pounds, 75 pounds, 85 pounds, all sets of 8. But after every set, do chin-ups or pull-ups or something like that. And I think you're going to have a pretty rounded upper body workout. Whatever you want to do after that, you could do some heavy deadlifts or farmer walks or whatever you want to do, because you've taken care of a lot of work with just that little combination. So thanks for listening. And I hope that helped 1 or 2 of you.